Mashina Vremeni is a Russian rock band founded in 1969. Mashina Vremeni was a pioneer of Soviet rock music, and remains one of the oldest still active rock bands in Russia. The band's music incorporates elements of classic rock, blues, and Russian folk music. Mashina Vremeni's best-known members are Andrei Makarevich, the founder, principal singer-songwriter and the band's public persona; Alexander Kutikov, the bass player and producer, sound engineer, and guitarist; songwriter Evgeny Margulis. History: Andrei Makarevich's musical career can be traced to a school band called The Kids that was made up of 2 male guitarists and 2 female vocalists. The group sang mostly English-language folk songs and performed primarily at talent shows put on in Moscow schools. According to Makarevich, the momentous event in his musical career came when the Soviet group Atlanti visited his school and allowed him to play a couple of songs on their equipment during a break in the performance. On the heels of this experience, Makarevich joined with other musically talented students from his school and another school to form Mashina Vremeni. The most significant founders included Sergei Kavago and Andrei Makarevich. The band's repertoire consisted of 11 songs in English, now lost. 1971 Alexander Kutikov becomes the bass player, introducing more of buoyant rock and roll into the band's material. 1972 lineup losses in the band as several members are drafted into service. 1973 tensions between Sergei Kavago and Alexander Kutikov. The latter leaves the band for a hard rock outfit Wikipedia. 1974 Sergei Kavago leaves, Alexander Kutikov returns. However, Kavago also returns after about 6 months. The band performs with the following line-up: Andrei Makarevich, Alexander Kutikov, Sergei Kavago, and Alexei Romanov. 1975 Romanov and Kutikov suddenly depart. Evgeny Margulis joins on guitar. 1976 Mashina Vremeni is invited to a festival, Songs of Youth in Talent 76, and performs there with a great success. Many people join and leave after some time during this year. 1978 first studio record of Mashina Vremeni. Alexander Kutikov, though playing in Wikipedia, was also working in sound recording studio in order to help the band gain access to good equipment. The record is now known as Etu Bilo Tak Davno. 1979 band in crisis. Sergei Kavago and Evgeny Margulis leaves the band and join Voskresenie. At this time, Andrei Makarevich writes one of the band's most enduring and popular songs, Polka Goritsvecha, as a statement of his not giving up. After some time of frustration, Alexander Kutikov saves the situation by leaving the Wikipedia band and bringing Valery Efremov as drummer and Petr Podgoroditsky on the keyboards. 1980 the beginning of the golden era of Mashina Vremeni. The band wins the festival Spring Rhythms 80 main award and continues its concert tour. However, they are only allowed this because of musical freedom indulgences given in light of 1980 Olympic Games in Moscow. 1981 the song Povorot stays on the top of charts for 18 months. The band composes the soundtrack to the popular movie Dusha, starring Sofia Rotaru, watched by more than 57 million cinema-goers in the Soviet Union. 1982 repressions begin in earnest with a denouncing article, Bluebird Ragu, which describes the band's output as depressive and ideologically unsound. A nationwide wave of protest against the denunciation sends thousands of fan letters to newspaper editors. Petr Podgoroditsky leaves, Alexander Zaziev replaces him. 1986 Best Songs 1979 to 1985 compilation is recorded. Album 5 Dobry Chaz is recorded. 1987 Riki I Mosti album recorded. It is considered Mashina Vremeni's first official album. First appearances on the television. The band performs at Live Aid 2 Festival in Japan. 1988 First international tours, USA, Canada, Greece, Spain and Bulgaria. 1989 V. Kruger's Vetter album is released. 1990 Alexander Zaziev leaves and Evgeny Margulis and Petr Podgoroditsky join the band once again. 1991 Medlennaya Koroshaya Muika album is released. 1993 Alexander Kutikov's company, Syntez Records, releases retro albums Best Songs 1979 to 1985 and That Was So Long Ago. Album Venshtatny Komandir Zemlya is released. 1994 acoustic live album Unplugged is recorded and released. 25th anniversary is celebrated in a 7-hour concert on the Red Square featuring Chafe, Nautilus Pompilius, Garrick Sukichov and Bravo. 1995 compilation of old unpublished songs is released. This compilation is known as Kovotai Hotiodovit, after one of Alexander Kutikov's most acclaimed songs. 1996 Kardonya Ukrelia Lubvi album is released. 1996-20 Let's Spustya album is released. 1997 Otravers album is released. 1999 The 30th anniversary of the band. A massive concert, usually considered to be the band's best ever, takes place in the main stadium of Sport Complex Olympiaski in Moscow. Kazi Izanaki album is released. Petr Podgoroditsky leaves due to tensions. Andrei Makarevich takes his place on the keyboard. 2001 Mesto GD Svet album is released. 2004 35th anniversary of the band. A concert featuring 35 selected songs is played at the Red Square. Mashina No album is released. 2005 live album Kremlin Rocks is released. The band performed with the Kremlin Chamber Orchestra. Kremlin. 2006 Syntez Records releases a compilation called Mashina Vremeni, Chast 1. The band records a new album at Famous Studio 2 at Abbey Road Studios. 2007 the group releases the Time Machine album. 2009 the band celebrates its 40th anniversary with a large concert. 2010 the band continues to celebrate its 40th anniversary with a 7-stop North American tour. Musical style. Mashina Vremeni's sound is eclectic and incorporates multiple different genres. Contributions to song composition have been made by almost every band member, and often reflect each member's particular stylistic preferences. Makarevich is a renowned fan of the Beatles, and many of his songs reflect the Beatles' influence. He is also influenced by blues music and Soviet singers-songwriters, the so-called bards. Kutikov is a quintessential rocker. He composes guitar-oriented hard rock. Margulis is one of Russia's best-known bluesmen, and his songs are usually blues rock ballads. All the band's lyrics are written by Makarevich. They were often metaphorical fables that made allegorical puns relating to life in the Soviet and post-Soviet eras. Albums. Mashina Vremeni is one of the best-selling artists in Russia. Current lineup. Andrei Makarevich, lead vocals, guitar. Alexander Kutikov, bass guitar, vocals. Andrei Makarevich, keyboards, vocals. Valery Efremov, drums, percussion. Touring musicians Sergei Ostromov, additional percussions. Alexander Ditkovsky, trumpet. Igor Homage, guitar. Former members Sergei Kavago, bass guitar, keyboards, drums. Evgeny Margulis, guitar, bass guitar, vocals. Petr Podgoroditsky, keyboards, vocals. Alexander Zaysev, keyboards. Sergei Ryzenko, viola; Yuri Borzov, drums; Maxim Karpatanovsky, drums; Yuri Fokin, drums. Involvement in public debate. During the 2013-15 Ukrainian crisis, frontman Andrei Makarevich denounced Russian military intervention in Crimea and eastern Ukraine. Other people associated with the band kept a low profile in the matter through 2014, but in 2015 it became known that at least Kutikov was against Russian policy in Ukraine, while Dozavin and director-manager Vladimir Sapanov sided with President Vladimir Putin's policies. As a result, in early 2015, the group faced a breakup. Related. Mashina Vremeni at Wikipedia Russia. Mashina Vremeni category at Wikipedia Russia. Photos